Hello and welcome to Sterlinx Global. My name is Arif. I'm the managing director and founder of Sterlinx Global, and welcome back to our channel. So today's topic is going to be more about, can you operate a business or can you be successful running a business which is e-commerce while you're based in the UK in the USA?
Sterlinx Global invites you to experience financial triumph where precision, elegance, and success converge seamlessly. Sterlinx Global Excellence.
So more about how can you grow your business from the UK to USA. It could be at any scale. It could be a smaller scale, starting from zero, or it could be a larger scale. You're already turning over millions of pounds in your existing business. Now you want to have a good reach in the USA for your current business model. So I'm going to cover a few important topics that will help you today, and hopefully you can take some good tips away and make use of them. So let's roll.
What are the usual formalities which you should follow to extend your business in the USA?
So the usual formalities would be finding your legal requirements. Basically, what would be your responsibility in terms of legality to meet the compliances in the USA? So in usual cases, people trade with a UK limited company into the USA. Now, what they do is making sure they have the actual correct importing documents, as well as all the license and certification in place for the actual niche. So if somebody's selling, for example, a product related to health niche, they might need FDA approval. Or if somebody's selling products related to children and toys, they might need certain approval. So it depends on your actual niche. What kind of niche are you at? So if you check your compliance fully, you could have an accountant or a legal representative to help you to build a list and have that fully checked. Make sure you're fully compliant before you even step your toes into the actual market. It's not about ordering the products and sending it to a warehouse. That comes later, more into the actual business operation side of things. Let's assume you are 10 months into the business and you have multiple issues. Now you would absolutely, step on your toe. It'd be like, oh, should have checked this before. You'd go back and think from the 10 month, what are the things that I didn't do, I should have checked out. So I'm talking about the future, but you don't go into the future without actually checking your present requirements. So you'd have a representative to fully check for your niche. You'd give them your brand, give them your products and categories, and basically ask them to check also the actual criteria for your taxes, something like what we can do as Sterlinx tax specialists. And you can also have an attorney to check your side, or Amazon specialist, what are the requirements that you need and compliances for your business.
What tax and responsibilities shall I be aware of while it comes trading in the USA as a UK-based business?
Right, the tax and responsibilities is what you should be aware of in the USA. Should you just take an example as, for example, you have a UK limited company and you are trading in the USA with that UK limited company, right? So let's put you into that situation. So say you've got ABC, UK limited, you've got Amazon account here, and also now you are an Amazon account in USA, as well as you have a Shopify brand, which is the same brand on Shopify. Then you would take it into the USA. So what are the tax responsibilities here? Tax responsibilities are almost similar to owning a LLC in the USA. So if you're to own an LLC in the USA, there are multiple criteria you have to meet, such as number one is sales tax, as well as federal and state tax. Also, there are other taxes just like franchise tax, filling out multiple forms, treaty agreement, such and such. Now, there are a couple of things that you don't have to comply with if you have a UK limited company while you trade in the USA. Those could be similar to estate tax and franchise tax because they relate to the actual LLC. They are based in the USA. In a bull figure, we could say majorly sales tax, as well as making sure that your actual double treaty and your bookkeeping, as well as your the compliance in terms of the state, what they require for you to be present in that state, are fully up to date and fully checked. You are good to go.
Do you need a USA-based entity such as a single member LLC, C-corp or S-corp for a business owner who is based in the UK?
Look, this is completely your choice. How would you like to design the business? If I was you and I like less headache but more efficiency, I would go with just a UK limited company. Now, if you're asking the tax benefit because you are into tens of millions already, there is no tax benefit in terms of having an LLC or having a UK limited company. Let's cut it to short. We would recommend having a UK limited company is simply because it removes a couple of responsibilities the LLC would come with having another separate entity in the USA. So if you're based in the UK, our advice is use the UK limited company, try to reach your growth in the USA using the UK limited company. And how to make yourself fully compliant? You can speak to us, you can speak to similar accountancy firm, who can do the fully comprehensive service all in one place without messing it up, including the double treaty agreement between the UK and USA. That can be fully taken care of. But yes, please stick to UK limited company. Don't bother going down the route of USA LLC. That will just create extra chaos, extra understanding, more manpower, more psychological knowledge, and everything possibly worth investing towards the growth of the business rather than this side of the business.
What are the potentials of your business growth?
If you look at the potential of the business growth in the USA, if you have own an e-commerce business in the UK and you want to extend it into the USA, the actual potential is enormous. It's like as far as you can do. So let's say currently you're turning over £5 million in the UK. That's a very expert marketing, £5 million. Shall we say, let's say you're doing maybe £1 million. Now, without doing X amount of £1 million per year, we don't recommend you actually migrate to USA yet. You're not fully ready yet because you have not dominated your actual existing marketplace yet. So between £1 million to £5 million, you're ready to touch USA. And you're looking at least 10x. Don't just jump into it. There are lots of prep work to be done before you actually go into the USA, such as like your logistics, such as like your tax and compliance, the legal requirements, setting up the stores, as well as ensuring your 3PL warehouse, as well as making sure that your suppliers and resources are fully ready to evolve or be adaptable completely with the growth at the same time. So yes, at least 10x you can expect, and depends on your marketing budget as well. How big is your team and how big is your marketing budget and how far you can reach. You can go further than 10x.
What are the 3 key points for the growth?
So 3 key points to take away for the growth of e-commerce business from UK to USA. Number 1 is your tax and legal compliance before anything. You need to fully understand and know what they are. Number 2 is making sure your logistics and your supply chain are fully prepared for the challenge because it's a growth plan. And number 3, making sure your budgets and financing is in place, because you need a larger budget for your actual supply, you need a larger budget for your actual advertising campaigns, as well as you need a larger budget to make sure you keep going with the bills that you've got to pay. So the financial and the budgeting side is also very important in that case. So these are 3 key points I can say you should definitely take away and reconsider.
Do we need a tax specialist for your business from the UK to assist your growth in the USA?
100%. I fully recommend that you find a tax specialist who can actually deal with both sides at the same time for you. Now, you can have a USA tax specialist, but they can only help you at a limited point of view. So even if you own a USA LLC and you have a USA tax specialist, they can help you with the USA side of things, but they cannot help you with your self-assessment as your own personal tax liabilities, or if you have any group structure in the UK. It's going to be a chaos. It's like who is answering to who, and you got your double treated, so you don't pay taxes in 2 places due to the clash between the USA and UK. Considering all these options, go into too much technical detail, I can make it simple that you should have a tax specialist who understands both sides equally and can give you the benefits of the both sides, and making sure they're fully compliant with all your filings and forms, as well as your treaty. So somebody from the UK who understands it as good as you need for the business in terms of the e-commerce point of view. So not just any accountant, it has to be e-commerce specialist like ourselves who understand the terms of Shopify as well as USA, Amazon, eBay, Walmart, and all these. You have to have somebody with that knowledge who can deal with that for you.
If you are already successful business in the UK and USA both, what improvements do we need in our accounting and finance team?
Let's say you have a £10 million business. Now you're telling about between 10 to 15 million, or say maybe 15 to 20 million, whichever. So 10 to 20 million. Okay, so usually you would have a team of accounts or finance specialists in-house. That's the criteria. You could have like a CFO, which is a chief financial officer, or you could have maybe a financial assistant, or maybe an accounting assistant in-house. Having all these resources is not enough, because if you are selling in the UK, USA, as well as touch base Europe, I mean, it's too much for that one person. Now, this person is never going to be knowledgeable, with all those three in one place. They're going to have multiple issues, having compliant for multiple, regions. It's like the USA has got 50 states itself. I mean, how much knowledge do you need to be making sure that you're consistently compliant in the USA alone? So just the one or two people in your team is not enough, unfortunately. So they could help you to have the KPIs and understand where the business is and how healthy the business is. Well, you have a back-end support from a much bigger accountancy firm like ourselves, who can actually carry on doing the work and match your growth strategies at the same time. Because do remember that you are already running out of the capacity for existing accountant. If you've gone past the 10 million and you are already having multiple meetings and you're trying to figure out what tax going where, they should be able to tidy up for you already. If they are not, you need to find out who can suit with your growth plan and who can actually have everything in one place with all the strategies and the project management that's required to manage your bookkeeping, as well as your profit and loss balance sheet, doing the UK accounting, the corporation tax, VAT, as well as the sales tax and other relevant taxes and the WTT taxes in the USA. So my advice is you would need somebody in the back end, as well as your existing financial assistant in-house, who can assist you to make your time to understand the data and report to you at any presence you want.
What is the mission of Sterlinx Global?
Right, so the mission in Sterlinx Global is helping the entrepreneurs who are in the e-commerce niche have a better lifestyle. That's the easiest way to put it. Now look, you're doing business, the e-commerce niche is as very, very extensive market already as it is. Now you've got tons of things to look after. So the finance and the accounting part is the heaviest and the most knowledgeable side that you need to focus on. If you have to focus on that side alone, you'll never be able to grow your business. That's why we come in place as your own accountancy firm, as your own accountancy department, just like we're based inside your office, to make time, as well as give you the KPIs and keep everything tidy all in one place. So you can then focus on your own growth and on your task, then grow the business simultaneously while we help you on your finance and accounting side of things. That's our actual mission of the business.
Why Sterlinx Global?
Sterlinx Global is not a new business. We've been going for years, and there are a few accountancy firms in the UK who specialize in e-commerce. And Sterlinx Global is fully optimized for the e-commerce geeks who are highly successful or looking to grow their business in the e-commerce niche anywhere in the world. So it could be based in the UK and you want to grow in Europe, the Middle East, China, USA, and UK. Sterlinx Global is equipped to look after all and bring all in one place, fully comprehensive. So you don't have to answer to 10 different people. You can just have everything in one place. Not only that, Sterlinx Global is highly experienced in dealing with multiple businesses like yourselves on a daily basis. We have seen it all, what's out there, all the problems that happened in e-commerce industry so far. So when people have problems with another accountant, either they outgrow the existing accounting firm or they don't have enough support, they come to us, and this is when we love this and we sign up people for our services. Where do you want to be with your business? Do you want somebody to take care of it properly? And that's it. That's the finish of thinking about accountancy firm going forward. If you want that full stop of looking for a new accountancy firm, you come to us. That way we would do it is understanding your goals and values, and we would grow your account at that same speed as you want to grow your business. I would make sure that actual scalability is only possible if your finance and the bookkeeping is in place in the correct hands. We'd give you the business advice and the compliance advice that you need for different regions to grow your business. We also have a handful of resources of specialists who can help you to take those action.
How well do you know USA markets?
We understand the US market very well. Majority of our clients who are paying us very good money, they are majorly dealing in the US markets. Since our existing clients are already there and we have seen their growth, and we understand quite well how the actual tax system works in USA. We are very familiar with the actual USA law and legislation. We have 2 CPAs on our books who are, constantly working, keeping out for all the changes, preparing books on a daily basis, making sure all our clients are fully up to date. And also we have in-depth knowledge in the actual marketplaces of USA, such as like Amazon, Walmart, eBay, and if you want to use your own website using Shopify and Stripe Payments and Gateway, PayPal and such. Also all the imports, as well as 50 different states have got 50 different rules. We have that all in our systems, in our knowledge and in our criteria. So all the optimization and as well as the specifications and all those financial requirements in terms of the actual accounting and bookkeeping is all in good hands. We use a decent project management tool to help us keep fully up to date, and we are modern and keeping up to date with the actual trend, and we grow with our scalability of our services as our customers grow. So you can start your package with us from 0 to 250k turnover per year, up to tens or hundreds of millions per year. We are here to handle your account, so you're never going to go or outgrow our size of the accountancy and support that you need. We will always scale your account with your scalability of your business. It's very important to speak to us if you have difficulty, and we can then basically take you to the next step.
How are you simplifying your operations between countries for smoother workloads?
Say, for example, if it's a UK limited company and trading in the USA, so you've got 2 different compliances in 2 different regions. So how you do it now, obviously everybody can design their own project in their own way, but how we do it is this. So we would have the actual all the UK requirements and the deadlines in our project management, and we would have all the USA requirements and deadlines in the project management. So there'll be 2 projects for the same company, having one for the UK, having one for the USA. Now there'll be one account manager who monitors those all, but there are 2 accountants who would file for those 2. So you see, this it's like a triangle version. So the account manager is the actual overhead supervisor who's looking after everything, making sure all the projects are in place, they're meeting deadline, all the bookkeeping getting sorted out on a daily basis. And then basically when the project is set and boom, there's like a trigger, okay, it's approaching the deadline, fine, it will be assigned to the accountants in for the UK on the UK side and for the USA on the USA side. Then it reports back to the account manager, and account manager then basically analyzes and basically passes it back to you. Or if any liaison needed between the bookkeeping data, that will also be communicated with you. So we keep it simple, straightforward. So this is why we become ISO standard very quickly, because our processes are absolutely industry level. So we make sure simple for our staff as well as simple for our clients to understand, to make everybody's life better and easier. So all sync in one place.
Where are you based and what is your win rate?
Sterlinx Global, we are based in the heart of Liverpool city centre in Baltic Triangle. So we've been there since June 2020, and our win rate, you know what, surprisingly, if I be honest with you, our win rate is very small. It's because we're very picky who you want to work with. Now, we do want to work with people who are dedicated towards their business. They want to make their life simpler, but at the same time, they have the dedication of growing their own business. Now, if you don't grow your business, we don't grow, and we don't make more money, or we don't grow our own business at the same time. So our win rate in terms of percentage, if you say we speak to 10 people, 10 hot leads, I would say about 2 or 3 people would sign up, being honest with you. It always doesn't work out. We reject a lot of people who we work with, and also it takes time for somebody to fully vet us, as well as speak to 10 other people, then be fully satisfied after they have multiple problems, then they come back to us, because it happened with a lot of our existing clients. Yes, guys, maybe some of our existing clients are watching this, but sorry, but that's what you told us. We took it from me. You spoke to us, you went around 3-4 months, spoke to 10 other people, they don't know what they're talking about, then finally come back to us, surely go ahead with this. So our win rate is long in terms of how long it's going to take, as well as it's very small, because we have to be satisfied who we're working with, if they're the right people for us, at the same time as you think we're the right people for you.
What key values do you look into future clients to have? What is their criteria?
So who are our potential clients? A potential client is a growing business. Now, yes, we welcome startup and new businesses. That's why we have a different department for that. But my specialty is working with actual growing business. We're turning over £1 million plus, or maybe 10 million plus, being honest. So, if you have a growth plan and you want to have an accountancy firm that actually goes with the actual flow of your growth, you're in the right place. So if you're outgrowing your existing accountancy firm, you're in the right place. Also, say for example, if you have an issue with having multiple specialists or multiple accountants dealing with multiple different regions, you have to make it comprehensive, and under one umbrella, you're in the right place. And also, if you have the visibility of your growth of your business, maybe you're turning over 10 million, but you want to scale it to 20, 30, 50 million, you've come to the right place. If you want to be static, you don't have any plan of growth, you simply where you are, yes, we want to still work with you, but we'll have to see a few more criteria how we can help each other. If we cannot help you to grow, we are simply not very interested, because our job is to make sure that your accounting side of things is fully taken care of, so we can contribute towards your business on a day-to-day basis, month-to-month basis, keeping you, give you updated data and KPIs constantly, so you can make better decisions in your business. That's our responsibility, and that's what we'd like to do, and this is the thing that we're committed to.
What is Sterlinx Global long-term vision?
Sterlinx Global is going to be dominant. It's going to be global. It's going to be the market leader. Our long-term vision is to be the market leader in e-commerce accountancy globally. We have a very highly dedicated team behind the scene who are working very hard on a daily basis to make sure that happens. And that's why Sterlinx Global is going to be big. You watch it, my friend. It's happening.
What are the average net worth of your clients?
The average net worth of our clients are between 10 to 15 million. There are some accounts that we manage go past 15 to 20 million, but if you look at average, it's about between 10 to 15 million on average net worth of our clients. By the way, I mean, each client is turning over at least 10 to 15 million pounds per year, and these are the size of the accounts that we manage.
How do we contact Sterlinx Global?
So we have got multiple ways you can contact us. Either you can have a Zoom meeting. We've got currently set up with all the appointments. You can directly set up a meeting there, or you can give us a call on our international telephone number or our national telephone number, or you can open a ticket or send us an email and requesting a call back, or just open a ticket and we'll reply to you in writing. Forward, just go to sterlinxglobal.com. That's Sterlinx global.com. It's all there.
Sterlinx Global invites you to experience financial triumph where precision, elegance, and success converge seamlessly. Sterlinx Global Excellence.